Ethan sat at the dining table, his phone clutched tightly in his hand. He looked across at Megan, disbelief written all over his face. Why, Megan? Seriously? Why didn't you come to me first? His voice trembled, barely hiding the hurt underneath. You just assumed I cheated, just like that. Megan shifted in her chair, her arms crossed tightly. She wouldn't meet his gaze. I thought I had proof, Ethan. Jill told me you were seeing someone. I couldn't just sit there and wait for you to break my heart. Proof? Ethan echoed, incredulous. So you took Jill's word as gospel? Megan, that's a hell of a leap. Megan bit her lip, her frustration bubbling to the surface. You don't understand. I was hurt. I felt betrayed. I had to do something. It was a mistake, yes, but revenge sex isn't just a mistake. Ethan interrupted, his voice rising. It's not even close. You didn't just hurt me, you shattered everything we built. Her eyes glistened with unshed tears, but Megan stood her ground. I thought I was justified. You know what it felt like to think the person you love is lying to you? Ethan leaned forward, desperation creeping into his tone. Do you even hear yourself? I was at a conference. I was working, not cheating. I have receipts, Megan. You destroyed our marriage because of a rumor. The weight of his words hung heavily between them. Megan felt the sting of reality piercing through her defenses. I know I messed up. I felt so alone. You weren't talking to me. Ethan ran a hand through his hair, frustration giving way to sadness. Megan, I was busy trying to provide for us. I thought you understood that, but now I can't even look at you without feeling sick. Megan's defenses crumbled a little as she whispered, I didn't want to believe it, but I was hurt, Ethan. I felt like I was losing you, and I panicked. Ethan stood abruptly, his chair scraping against the floor. Maybe you should have thought about that before you acted out. I'm done. You'll hear from my lawyer. As he walked out, Megan called after him, panic rising in her voice. Ethan, wait! You can't just leave like this. But he didn't turn back. The door shut with a finality that echoed through her empty house. Ethan's days blurred into a haze as he navigated the emotional fallout. At his lawyer's office, he looked down at the divorce papers with a heavy heart. Ron, let's just get this over with, he said, trying to keep his voice steady. I want to file on the grounds of adultery. I can't let her think she can do this to me and get away with it. Ronald Savage nodded, scanning the documents. Are you sure about this, Ethan? Once you go down this path, there's no turning back. Ethan's expression hardened. Yeah, I'm sure. She made her choice. The next few days dragged on, filled with silence and unanswered messages. Megan's frantic calls became a constant reminder of what had been lost. Finally, Megan found herself in Ronald's office, the weight of guilt pressing down on her shoulders. I need to fix this, she confessed, looking down at her hands. I didn't mean to hurt him. Ronald raised an eyebrow. Fix it? By doing what? The video is pretty damning, Megan. You realize this, right? I know, but it was a mistake, she insisted, tears pooling in her eyes. Can't we just go to counseling? I want my husband back. Ronald sighed, leaning back in his chair. Counseling is an option. But you know Ethan. He's not going to agree to it easily. He feels betrayed. Megan wiped her eyes, determination creeping back in. I'll fight for him. I won't let him walk away without a fight. Meanwhile, Ethan was processing everything, feeling like he was trapped in a nightmare. One evening, he received a call from Sean, Megan's father. Ethan, we need to talk. What the hell is going on with my daughter? Ethan took a deep breath, trying to keep his cool. Sean, she did this to herself. If she hadn't jumped to conclusions, we wouldn't be in this mess. Sean's voice cracked with anger. Don't you dare blame her. You should have communicated better. She loves you. Ethan felt his frustration boil over. Love? Love doesn't destroy trust, Sean. I don't have anything else to say. I'm moving forward with the divorce. The line went silent for a moment before Sean spoke again, his voice softer. Just think about this, Ethan. You're throwing away a good thing. Do you really want that? But Ethan was resolute. Yes, I do. It's too late for us. The fallout from their actions became a whirlwind, dragging both of them deeper into despair. Megan's world was collapsing as the scandal spread. Flyers circulated around town, displaying her indiscretions. Her job was at stake, and she felt utterly alone. When Tammy called Ethan, her voice was trembling. "Did you send that DVD to my husband?" Ethan took a deep breath, bracing himself for the confrontation. "Yes, I did. You needed to know the truth." Tammy's disappointment cut deeper than he expected. "Thanks for ruining my life. I'm filing for divorce. You're a piece of work, Ethan." Ethan sighed, guilt creeping in, but overshadowed by the anger he felt for Megan's betrayal. "Do what you need to do, Tammy." As the days passed, the isolation weighed heavily on Megan. Her family, once supportive, started distancing themselves. She felt their disappointment like a physical blow. Finally, when Megan couldn't take it anymore, she called Ethan. "Ethan, can we please talk? I need to explain." When they met, she looked hollow, her eyes sunken and tired. "Ethan, I can't believe how far things have gone. I didn't think it would spiral like this." Ethan sat across from her, arms crossed defensively. "Neither did I, but you made your choices. You thought you were justified, but look where that led us." Megan's voice trembled. "I thought you were cheating. I was scared of losing you. I didn't think..." Ethan softened slightly, the anger beginning to ebb. "I understand fear, Megan, but that doesn't excuse what you did. You hurt me. You humiliated us." Tears streamed down her cheeks. "I know. I'm so sorry. I want to fix this. I want to try. Can't we at least go to counseling?" Ethan felt a part of him wanting to give in, to reach out and comfort her. But he held back, his heart still guarded. "I don't know if I can, Megan. You shattered my trust." Megan reached across the table, desperation in her eyes. "Please, just once, can you say you're sorry? I'm sorry, Ethan, I messed up. I need you to understand how much I regret this." Ethan's heart ached at her words, but he couldn't shake off the hurt. "I can't just pretend it didn't happen. It feels like I've lost you already." As they sat in silence, the weight of their past hung heavily between them. Finally, Ethan stood up, the sadness evident in his eyes. "Maybe we both need to find a way to heal, but right now I just can't. I'm sorry, Megan." He turned to leave, but Megan called out, her voice cracking, "Ethan, please, don't give up on us." But Ethan shook his head, unable to look back as he stepped out into the cold night, leaving their shattered marriage behind him. And with that, the storm of their decisions raged on, both Ethan and Megan left to pick up the pieces of a love lost and the echoes of what once was. This is the end of today's story. What do you think they should have done? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Do like, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon. Thanks.